One of Rabbit Chichani's brothers was called Tommy, and Tommy worked in the chocolate factory. Now, Tommy was a bit like Shawnee.
But Shawnee turned nice and then...
No, that's
Yeah.
That's how it now is.
Okay. So Rabbit did turn. Shawnee did turn nice in the end. But Tommy, I tell you what, Tommy got a nickname because Tommy worked in the factory. There was a chocolate factory outside the Gory.
Yeah, I made them Smarties.
Yeah, and it used to make loads of different types of chocolates, like Milky Ways, buttons, white and black buttons, M&Ms, yeah, Smarties,
I
rollers.
don't like that bit.
I made all the sweets you like: Snickers, Mars bars, Moros, Whispers, Toblerones. But Tommy had an awful habit. He loved chocolate, but the thing was, you could eat so much chocolate when you worked in the factory, right? But to be fair, that was kind of an unwritten rule that you could go in and you could eat as much as you wanted. But people, after maybe a couple of days when they start working in the place, you'd eat away, but then you get real tired of it. And by maybe the third or fourth day, you know what? You couldn't be bothered eating chocolate. You know that kind of way?
What does that mean?
Well, another way, if you're working in the factory, that you go, wow, chocolate. And so when you go in, you'd start eating the stuff. Now, you wouldn't be, but the managers kind of knew that the lads will go in there now, the lads will start first. They'll start eating, and late for the first day, they'll eat loads of stuff. They'll late for the second day, and late on the third day. But after the fourth day, you'd actually be sick of chocolate. You wouldn't really eat anymore, and you just do your job. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So they were even in there, and anyone else was all right after the fourth day. They just go, I couldn't be bothered eating any more chocolate because I'm sick of it. In fact, some people got turned off chocolate because they're working in the factory because they didn't like it. It's like Jimmy Cairns, grows strawberries. Yeah. Jimmy actually hates strawberries. He thinks they're rotten. He doesn't like them at all.
They're like yummy.
I know, yeah, but we love them, but he hates them. He thinks they're rotten. Right? He sees them every day of the week. So, Tommy didn't get tired of the strawberry or the chocolate. He loved them, and he loved them. And he loved them so much, he wasn't happy enough eating them in the factory. He used to bring his big pair of baggy trousers with him, and he'd have pockets on the side, and he'd stuff his pockets full of bars of chocolate and bring them all out, right?
His favourite was Smarties.
Yeah, Smarties and other types of chocolates. So the bosses were looking at the cameras anyway, and were looking and said, "Jeez, this fella now, he's eating when he's in there, he's eating at break times, he's eating when he's supposed to be working. When he's getting the break, he's eating, and then when he's going home, he's robbing loads of stuff, bringing it home, and he's eating it at home." And they started to notice that they weren't getting as much hours out of Tommy, but they were losing out on loads of chocolate. I said, "What are we going to do?" I said, "We can't really." I said, "I suppose we can't really fire him, but how will we kind of embarrass him to realise that he's done something wrong?" And one of them said, "I've got an idea. Let's turn up the heating." I said, "What do you mean?" So it's just in the when you finish work, you have to go into the kind of the locker room, they call it, where you get like the shower in the cinema or the swim pool, where you go in, you get into your clothes, you get all your work clothes into your normal clothes, right? Yeah. So they decided that what they're going to do is turn up the yoke there. So your man came in off the factory floor one day, and his pockets were just full of chocolate, different types of chocolate. And he came in and he goes, "Jeez," all the lads were all there, and he goes, "Jeez, it's hot here, lads, isn't it?" I said, "Yeah, it's hot, all right, Tommy, yeah. And do you know what happened? Because it was so hot, the heat started to melt the chocolate in his pockets, and it soaked into his trousers, and he hadn't noticed, right? And he took off his work. He hadn't noticed. He took off his work trousers, and he was in his boxer shorts to get in. And all the lads all looked, and they all said, "Oh, Tommy, oh, Tommy." And he goes, "What's wrong, lads?" "Tommy, look." Oh. I said, "What's wrong, lads?" "Tommy, oh, Tommy, you're after Scutter all down your legs, look." And they go, "Oh, what's wrong?" And he looked in the mirror, and all he could see was all this dark, scuttery stuff all the caramel and chocolate had all melted to his trousers and running down his legs. And he goes, I swear that's chocolate, lads. And he goes, yeah, chocolate, all right. Chocolate, Scutter, shite, Tommy. And the Tommy got into the car, he put his clothes on, he got into the car, and he was in the car and he thought, oh, lads, they all thought it was Scutter, but it wasn't Scutter. It was actually the chocolate. And he goes, I'll never ever take chocolate out of the factory ever again. And he never took chocolate out of the factory ever again. The end. Is that good, Eppie?
He only has to get one piece of mouse seed. That's yours.
Exactly.
His favourite ones are the Smarties, because Smarties are really nice, aren't they, Eppie?
I hate nuts. See, I hate the cat.
them.
I hate the cactus and
Do you?
yeah, so I don't eat
Good
them
night, lads.
anymore.
Little devils.